Israel today from A to Z. And we start in the middle with M.
Yay,
And M is for missiles.
missiles. Yay,
So,
missiles.
so here we are, Ronit in Tel Aviv,
Hmm.
Bill in Jerusalem. And I have to confess, I mean, every now and then I check in with the newspaper or with you to find out what's happening. And part of that is because I've been very involved in my teaching and really trying to focus on my own work. And part of it is because I live in Jerusalem, where they're really, when Iran says they're going to send missiles, they don't say they're going to send it to the heart of Jerusalem. They say they're going to send it to the heart of Tel Aviv. Are you anywhere near that?
Yes. I mean, it's very interesting how it's for us, the countdown has begun. Where I think I would say that we're prepared, or at least we know that it's happening. It's just what day is it going to come next week? I mean, it's really the mode in Tel Aviv is it's happening. And we're all, comparing. I'm comparing notes with people. What have they bought? What have, is the miklat, is my safe space, is it open, is it clean? So we're getting ready. There is a sense of I mean, I don't want to say urgency because we're still doing stuff, but it's we know it's happening. So I would like for us to take a minute and try to place a bet when the missiles are coming. So when do you think, Bill?
Oh, so there's like an over under. Are there Las
Yes,
Vegas
there's an
odds
over
on this one?
under. I've been doing that with my friends, and I would like to get
Hmm.
um your bet,
Well,
please.
well, mine would just be based upon the vibes I'm getting from you and from the newspaper headlines that
No,
I
no, no, no,
read.
no, no. Don't. Just, I want you to be like an independent thinker. Like, what do you think? Just ignore what I
Okay,
said about Tel Aviv.
I'm trying to be an independent thinker. I think that's what we encourage at Writing on the Wall.
Hmm.
I don't I mean my instinct would say the weekend because if it were Israel, I would say the weekend because they don't like to lose a work day. But this is probably not. I mean, they're coordinating with Israel, meaning Shabbat is a cleaner day to do it just in terms
Also the
of
stock market, right? I mean, you
exactly.
would, right?
Yeah.
So like I mean, I think the weekend is a good bet. I think because like you said, the stock market, because it's more convenient, because it's a slow news day perhaps, because people
Mm.
are busy doing other things. So, I mean, the thing is that's how we see it. So first there's going to be an American attack,
Mm.
right? I mean, they're not going to do anything unless America, and then we'll get the missiles. So I would say there would be at least 6 hours after the attack,
Wow.
right? And I think the attack will happen at night. Can we agree that the Americans will probably do it at night?
Mm.
Okay.
Probably, yeah.
So your bet is Saturday.
My bet is Friday. I mean, I guess my bet would have been
Today?
I
Tonight?
don't, I mean, Trump just said that he's talking to the Iranians and he may talk to them again.
Okay.
But
You're
can I just
really
ask
like
you,
you're not sure.
haven't we been through this before? I mean, this is not Act One of this. Why? I'm just wondering why why are you talk? I mean, you have a generator already. Did you win that fight with your
No, I don't
husband?
have a generator. I mean, we had the 12-day war with Iran.
Mm,
In my mind, it was really funny because I was just like, oh, it was like, 24 hours. Because of course we discussed plus past events, and my friend was just like, no, 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 no. It was 12 days. And I was like, oh, right, it was 12 days. So it was 12 days of missiles from Iran. Do you remember that it was 12 days? Because in my memory, it was just condensed to like 2 days sitting
mm,
and just, being kind of petrified. But
right.
apparently it was 12 days. Okay. So I'm thinking if that was 12 days, then
Mm,
this one would be, and I'm sorry to be so cold about this, but I really, for us, it's a matter of, I don't want to say life and death because it is a matter of, but it's more about understanding, do I send my kids to school?
mm,
Because that's a frightening, like to me, that's a very frightening thought to have them at school when we're being attacked. So that's because I need them near. I need them, really close by. And then do I buy canned goods? Do I buy mineral water? Do I um, because everyone here in Tel Aviv has stocked up. I don't know what it's like in Jerusalem, but I kind of nudged my husband. I was just like, can you just buy, because he doesn't care. But I'm like, can we buy more pasta? Can we buy a little bit more tuna? I don't know. I mean, does that factor in your shopping
I
lists
mean, it did the first couple of times around, and we do have big bottles of water, but
still the same that from the 12-day war?
no, we bought a May Eden dispenser, so we now have these giant tanks of water in our house. I mean, everybody has them. It's like being at a doctor's office. But I guess we're not. But did it ever come to that? I mean, we were in war for 2 years. There were missiles all the time. Did it ever come to really like the lights going out, the running out of food, running out of gas? I mean, that just seems like a Mad Max scenario, which we're not ready for it. That's for sure. You know.
I think that the placing of the shoes next to the door, that whole ritual, for people who don't know, since every time there's a siren, you have about, it depends where you're from. In Israel, you have, about a minute and a half to get to your safe space. For us is running out the door and then going down. It's like two stairs, flights, and just kind of waiting.
Mm.
So the shoes, I brought them out. We put them
Oh,
next to the door, my kids' shoes, so we can just be organized. Because I don't know if you remember, but it was at night
uh-huh.
last time,
I
which
see.
was not convenient for me at all. I do not like to wake up and run somewhere where other people see me. I like to take my time, but that was, you know, it
Mm.
was what it was. So I'm in a way, I'm kind of hoping that it will be during I would like it to be afternoon. I think afternoon is more convenient for me. I would also like it to be, like you said, over the weekend where my kids are close by.
Right.
I would like it to be short, if that's okay. I don't want it 12 days. 12 days are just, it's not good for
Oh,
me. I have shit
if
to
we're
do.
doing this, I do have an opinion on. If we're going
Oh,
over under on the 12 days, it's way over. Way over.
you think it's going to be way over 12 days?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Because Afghanistan, Iraq, I don't know. If the Americans are going to do all of this without boots on the ground, I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
No, no,
They
no, no,
want
no. I don't
regime
think so.
change. There are a lot of, there are a lot of people in the streets in Iran, but there's still a lot of crazy people, a lot of really, really crazy people who are, Islamic fundamentalists. I mean, you can't negotiate with people like this. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if we're talking about our preferences, I was giving an exam on Wednesday, and in the middle of the exam, there's like these alarms, not a siren, but very, very loud alarms in our building. And it's clear it's also in the next building.
For
And
what? Alarms for what? For
so with the American kids, the kids who are visiting for a year, they're like jumping out of their seats. But the Israelis are like, oh no, that's nothing. Right. It's just a fire alarm.
And it's
It's
funny
not,
how
yeah,
fire alarm doesn't even
it doesn't
it
register, right?
no, it doesn't even register because it's we had this segment where we talked about the different types of sirens that we
Mm,
have,
mm,
where, I have to admit, when I hear an ambulance, it does kind of give me a second of it's almost like I'm back to the Iran war because there's something familiar about the ambulances,
mm.
siren. But it's interesting how your heart rate picks up and you can't really control it even though, but then you tell yourself, oh, it's just this, and then it just kind of you kind of just calm down. But it's I think this time, even though we're kind of prepared, I think last time was just horrendous because I don't know if you remember, we the our cell phones were hijacked, right? Because it's and it was also the sound. It still gives me nightmare. Do you remember the sound of just kind of when the missiles came in? It's just like it kind of woke up everything.
Yeah.
So I think they discussed it, and I think we're gonna get something softer this time. Maybe elevator music. I don't know. I
Oh,
would like
right.
it to be much more softer, just kind of accompany
Hmm.
me. Maybe a Bob Dylan song would be nice. I don't know,
Maybe
to
can you
just kind of,
personalize it? Can you have your own theme song?
that would be great. The last time was, it was like a screeching noise. Do you remember the noise
Well,
that was?
growing up in America, I do remember that when I stayed up too late at night, you would that there would be this is a test of the emergency broadcasting system, and it would have that sound. And
Really?
yeah, it had that sound, right? Like
It
that.
was, oh, wow. I
Like
mean,
that's
it's
what it's
just,
for. But they also didn't
and
they wake us up like didn't they like wake us up and say we're gonna be attacked. It's gonna be in 6 hours. You're like, can we go back to sleep now?
no, that was the first one. That was the first one. Like, okay, so people don't
Ah,
understand, but we had three. So this is no, we had two. So
mm,
we had two instances where missiles were being launched at Israel. The
mm,
first one, I think we slept through the night because the first one, they managed to intercept all of them.
right,
And we understood it. It took 6 hours for them to reach us, which was really funny. So I think all of us just went back to sleep. I mean,
right.
it's ridiculous, isn't it? You know that so many missiles are headed your way, but you're like, it's 6 hours. There's nothing. What am I going to do? Just look at the sky
Mm,
and wait for them to come. So it's just so that was, and it almost made us kind of soft because we were just like, okay. But then the second one, the 12-day one, that was horrific. And I think that's why there's a panic right now because
mm. They did real
what if it's
damage
even
also, these
worse?
missiles. They did real damage, these missiles. I mean, not all over the country, but in the places that they hit, a lot of people died.
Um, yeah, and there were hits. It's not broadcasted because people don't give a shit what's happening here,
Hmm.
really. I mean, but a friend of mine, her street, all the windows in every I mean, everything was just shattered, and it was, so it wasn't a nice experience. It wasn't. It was us sitting on plastic chairs in the miklat in the safe space and just hearing the booms and me holding my daughter's hand and
Yeah.
just going, it's nothing, it's nothing. And when I know that it's not nothing.
So people are
So
talking a lot about closure now because thank God the last hostages, the remains of the last hostage were returned, or they were returned. We found them. Um, and this conversation, it's bringing me back to a past that I've kind of built up a psychological wall against. I mean, all of these things that you're mentioning, of course, I remember them, but they seem so far away in the past. I don't know if that's some kind of coping mechanism I have.
it is.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's so far in the past? It was like 6 months ago.
No, I know. I
It was
know.
6 months ago. It was 6 months ago. It's everything is so chaotic here. And every day you wake up to this new form of anxiety. You don't know where it's coming from. You don't know. I mean, it's not like there's peace on earth and everyone is just happy and holding
Mm,
hands and singing kumbaya. We're just,
mm,
okay. It's almost like we're conditioned to a threat now where we're
mm,
saying we can't relax. We can't
mm.
relax. So um the missiles, and to get back at my bet, which I'm thinking, and from talking to my friends and from my list, everyone is
Do you have
thinking
like
next week.
do you have like bookie friends who are
Yeah,
taking?
well, it's a topic,
Mm.
we discuss, TV shows, books, and missiles. It just makes sense. Um, I would
No, I meant
say
bookie friends that they're taking bets for you. I mean, I'm just
no,
wondering
no,
about
no,
them.
no, 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 no. We don't. It's just it's such a it be since everyone is talking about it.
Hmm.
And I don't know what it's like where you live, but here, like it's everyone is like, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. So then I'm like, okay, so give me a day.
Hmm.
So I think the most popular day was Monday. I think
Really?
that's where people were just like going, okay, I think we're going to it's going to be on Monday. And for us, at least for the people that I talk in Tel Aviv, it's 100% happening. I don't know what it's like, around your area.
Oh,
Do you think
yeah.
that people,
I
I
listen.
mean, do you even talk about it?
I said I'm
Is
detached
that
from it,
in,
and the truth is, I'm not detached from it because I'm always getting messages from my kids. They live near an Air Force base. They're constantly hearing, there's
Wow.
around Air Force bases, there's always activity, helicopters, planes, but you know when they're jet planes and they have been around. I mean, you've heard them. And there's a US exercise as well. I mean, I think in part of what's so chaotic here is in every newspaper, there's every day newspaper has headlines that would be they would be the top headline in the New York Times, meaning, and there are more than, and there are like five of them. U.S. missile destroyer just arrived in Eilat. PM holds briefing on classified document as Trump decision Iran strike said expected in days. 2 million Israelis below the poverty line. That's great news. Oh, and this is my favorite one. Trump claims it looks like Hamas will disarm. Witkoff, they'll give up their AK-47s. To which you will naturally ask, do they have other things than AK-47s? What about those?
So that's a slow news day, right?
Slow
Because
and
doesn't
it's
really,
slow
that's
news,
a slow news day
100%.
because the missiles are not coming today. So
Right.
we're okay. We live another day. I mean, I think it's really interesting how people don't realize the amount of stress and anxiety that
Mm.
we're going through. I mean, it's the new normal. That's the new normal. Missiles are the new normal. I mean, that's
Mm. So with that, we should end our first episode of
missing.
Israel
Yeah, missiles
Today,
are the new normal.
A to Z.
We're an M.
M is for missiles.
Missiles. Yes. That was not bad.